December in Disney World is the busiest time of year. I'm going to show you all the things you can't miss and all the secrets to help you have the best trip ever. If you've never been to Disney World in December, it is a completely different vibe with parks filled to capacity. You've got fun, different snacks, different entertainment. There is so much to see and do, but what should you prioritize? Magic Kingdom is the quintessential holiday park because this is where you're going to find the big tree. You've got your really beautiful holiday decorations. This is where they do the Christmas parade. This is where you're going to see your Christmas holiday parties. You've got so much at Magic Kingdom. This definitely feels the most holiday-like to me. And when I say it is filled to the brim with decor, I mean it is up to the tippy top. I mean, just check out that garland. You got the wreaths, the beautiful tree. And if you want to see those holiday decorations, they go up early November. I love when the Disney Parks social media team, they do a kind of a time lapse because typically right after Halloween ends, that night, they end up stripping down all of the Halloween decor and putting all the decorations up. It is a really cool time lapse. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's one of my favorite things. Also over at the Magic Kingdom, you are going to see some ride overlays, which is definitely something that I wish we had more of. You know what I mean? I wish Walt Disney World had more ride overlays because at Disneyland, they've got really great holiday overlays. For example, you know, over at the Haunted Mansion, they have the Nightmare Before Christmas ride overlay. They've got really cool things over here, but we do have some more simplistic overlays, nothing too crazy. We're not completely changing the entire attraction like they do over at Disneyland. For example, hey, you know what? We've got our actually reporter live in the field who's over at the Jingle Cruise. Miranda, what's going on, girl?
Thanks, Sage. I am over here at the Jingle Cruise, which is a holiday overlay here in Adventureland's Magic Kingdom. We're gonna go check it out and see what kind of overlays they have in store for us this holiday season.
This overlay is super fun spin on your typical Jungle Cruise. This Jingle Cruise gives you that holiday feel with also having the fun and entertaining aspects of your average Jungle Cruise.
You wanna know why this place is so special to Santa? Because Santa loves rain. Right around this corner, we're gonna run into Inspiration Falls. Oh, there she is. Isn't she beautiful? A lot of people wonder why we call this here Inspiration Falls. Well, they say if you stare at it long enough, you will be inspired to go. Another surveying camp. Whoa! Alright, that's where the party is. How did I not get an invitation? It looks bananas. Oh, there. Look what they did to my car. They finally got the engine.
All right, I just got off of the Jingle Cruise here in Magic Kingdom. I absolutely love this Christmas overlay. It adds to the fun and the entertainment. The skippers, if you get a really good skipper, and I did today, she was phenomenal, hilarious, loved it. Dad jokes that just bring joy to your day. Plus with the Christmas overlay, it just adds that element of fun. This is a must-do in my household. This is a must-do for Magic Kingdom for me. I love this ride, and I love that they have the Christmas Jingle Cruise overlay. Highly recommend if you're ever here in Magic Kingdom.
And a Jingle Cruise to you too, Miranda. Nothing's in my ear. Now, at Magic Kingdom, this is where you're going to have your late night holiday parties. For the spooky season, obviously we had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but here for the holidays we have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Now this is an after-hours event with really cool things. You've got special holiday entertainment, complimentary cookies, and hot chocolate. Come on. Seasonal ride overlays and really rare character meet and greets. In order to attend, you will need a separate ticket that is different from your park day ticket. Now, if you're interested in attending Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I definitely recommend looking at prices earlier in the month because they are definitely cheaper earlier in the month. And those ticket price ranges are anywhere from $149 to $199 for adults and $139 to $189 for kids. Now, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will sell out quickly, especially for dates closer to the end of the party season, because Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party does go until December 22nd of 2022. Then what's really fun after that is they end up doing all of their Christmas things that they would have done for Mickey Very Merry's Christmas Party, they actually do it during the day. So you'll see the castle show during the day. They'll do the Christmas parade during the day. Now, the party actually starts at 7 p.m. and runs until midnight, but your ticket will get you into the park as early as 4 p.m. So I encourage you to take advantage of that extra time. If you want to see what the party's all about, go check out our video where Emma, Quincy, and Breedlove, they did the whole thing. They did everything they could, and they had a blast. From December 23rd to December 29th, you can actually check out Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks and Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade during regular park hours, so you won't need a ticket to the after hours event to see it. Even if you're not at the party, don't worry, there are still those really cool holiday projections on the castle during, non-party times. Now, snacks are a big thing, right? You love them, I love them, we all love them, okay? But listen, there are snacks that you can get during the day, during non-party hours, that are definitely these fun seasonal holiday snacks, like the holiday dinner dog and the Christmas cookie churro, which is really good. If you like that, if you like that kind of thing. If you don't like happiness, then whatever, that's on you. But there are exclusive snacks at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So if you're trying to get in that VIP club, that exclusive club, like snacks that can only happen here club, then you got to go to the party. Now, New Year's Eve is a huge time at Disney World because, when you think of fireworks, you're like, okay, who has the best fireworks in town? Disney World does. Fantasy in the Sky is happening twice. That's right, on December 30th and December 31st, both at 6:30 for the young ones, because that way you can do your fake New Year's. This is a real thing. Apparently, parents do this thing where they have a fake New Year's Eve and at 8 o'clock. So they're like, "Yay, we did it!" And then they have to put their child to bed so that way they can have their own actual midnight. I had no idea that was a thing. Hey, you clever parents, you. Last time I rung in the New Year's this way, it was 2019 turning 2020, and I was like, "This is our year, 2020!" And then that happened. But if you want to ring in the New Year's at any Disney park, Magic Kingdom is the one to do it at because the fireworks are just insane. It happens all around you. They are not messing around when it comes to these fireworks. However, these are some of the busiest days to be at Disney World, period. When I tell you that I have seen lines from the highway all the way to Disney World through Magic Kingdom, it's just a line to get into Magic Kingdom from the highway it's bonkers. There's just some real important information you need to know to ensure that you get in the park, so stay tuned for my tips. For now, let's head on over to Epcot. Epcot is honestly one of my favorite places to be for the holidays, to celebrate the holidays, because really this is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, especially at World Showcase, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But for now, let's talk about the beautiful decor happening at Epcot. Just like over at Magic Kingdom, Epcot has been decked out to the nines. We've got garland, we've got wreaths, we've got beautiful trees, especially in the American Pavilion, this gorgeous tree, and I'm obsessed. The thing that I'm most looking forward to this holiday season that's brand new is the Cosmic Rewind Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas mashup. Let me explain. Guardians of the Galaxy is getting a holiday overlay in a sense. So basically on Guardians of the Galaxy, depending on when you ride it, there are 6 different songs that you can get when you're riding the attraction. From everything to Conga by Gloria Estefan, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, September, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You've got a lot of great songs. But for the holiday season, not only is the attraction getting this festive holiday makeover, but it's also getting a brand new holiday mixtape mashup. I thought we were just going to get 6 new songs like, they're doing All I Want for Christmas Is You, or Feliz Navidad, or Christmas shoes. Sir, I wanna buy these shoes. That would be depressing and also hilarious.
It's just in Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, the holiday mashup is one big song with a bunch of different other holiday songs. The main song is Run Run Rudolph, but they changed the words to Run Run Rocket. It is super fun. I really enjoyed it. They even changed some of the dialogue that the characters are saying while you're riding, so be sure to listen for that. If you're here at Epcot during the holidays, you should definitely try and get on that ride. Back to you, Sage.
But this is why I think Epcot is the best place to celebrate the holidays in. Now, I said Magic Kingdom was the quintessential, like, oh, this is your typical holiday situation, the thing that's going to be the most traditional. This is, I think, why it's perfect for me here at Epcot. The Festival of the Holidays. So the Festival of the Holidays kicks off right after Thanksgiving and goes until December 30th. And it's really a round world showcase, right? It features these holiday booths that celebrates the food that this culture is, eating during the holidays. This country is eating during the holidays, which I think is really good and always fun to try different and exciting kind of foods and drinks. Definitely the drinks. Plus, because live entertainment is important, there are different storytellers in each country that are kind of telling their version of the holidays. They're different, what are they celebrating this year? Because not everyone has a Santa Claus. Surprise, surprise! There are different versions of how people celebrate the holidays and what their traditions are, and there are storytellers in each country who are kind of like bringing you into their culture, and they're telling you all these exciting stories, and hey, maybe you can bring this home to your family, and it makes you feel good. Now, what I'm about to tell you is a Starkey household, that's my last name, by the way, it's a Sage Starkey household family tradition, and that is the Candlelight Processional. And the Candlelight Processional is basically a retelling of the biblical story by celebrities like Neil Patrick Harris, Angela Bassett, Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, we've got some awesome celebrities that come here, and they're the narrators. But what blows the candlelight roof off this place is the whole orchestra. There's a huge symphony orchestra. And these amazing choirs, and they're all led by the Voice of Liberty, and they're just singing these iconic Christmas songs to put you in the spirit. Brings me to tears in a collective joy kind of way, because we're all there, we're sitting, we're feeling the magic of Christmas. We're like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. The vocals are beautiful, the instruments are beautiful. So with the Candlelight Processional, shows take place 3 times nightly on the American Garden stage, usually around 5:15, 7 o'clock, and 8:30. Dining packages, which I recommend, are available, so you can have a meal at one of the several restaurants around Epcot and then get a reserved seat for the show. Now, you've got to book these in advance because they are probably going to sell out. If this is something you want to experience, or if this is a must-do, please get your reservations early. And if you want to see a specific narrator, you can check out the full list of narrators and dates on AllEars.net. Our team was at the opening day of the festival, so be sure to check out that video to see which foods you can't miss and get even more tips if you're celebrating the holidays in Epcot. Shout out to the sign language interpreters, the ASL interpreters. They are amazing. A lot of times, I'm not going to lie, this is a fun fact about me, I will go watch Candlelight multiple times, just so, one, so I can see everything, but 2, I'll also sit right in front of the ASL interpreters, and they are killing it. They know what's up. There's shout for joy, and they're it's the energy that they bring to. I love it so much. Shout out to you guys. Now, the next 2 parks are still pretty holiday heavy, but they're not, it's not screaming at you the way that the other 2 parks are. More subtle. There's still a big Christmas tree, but there's more subtlety involved here. Hollywood Studios has now turned into this interesting, eclectic kind of situation where it's got very specific lands. It's not, and it's wide variety of lands. You're Star Wars right next to Toy Story Land, right next to Sunset Boulevard. It's what's happening, right? So what's cool is that the decor is kind of themed to each land. So Toy Story Land has its own toy-like holiday decor. You can see Buzz Lightyear or Jessie, wearing their different holiday outfits. Buzz had a Santa hat on the other day. I was like, that's fun. Over on Batuu, they might have Life Day decor and Life Day decorations, which Life Day is basically a holiday celebrated by Wookiees, and it all stems from a weird Christmas special that happened back in the day, so they're trying to bring it back because of holidays and things like that. But don't worry, right in the main part of the park, you're still going to get the big tree. I love Echo Lake because you can have the big tree and they have all these fun floating ornaments, which is super cute. But let's take a stroll down Sunset Boulevard too. I think if you're staying later into the evening during the holidays, at Hollywood Studios, you've got to check this out. They call it Sunset Seasons Greetings, which is a projection show that is on the Hollywood Tower of Terror. Now, depending on when you're on Sunset Boulevard, you could see a different projection show. So they've got, Frozen, they've got the Muppets, they've got different kinds of projection shows that cycle through. So definitely, if you stick around long enough, you'll be able to see all of them. I can't believe we haven't talked about character dining experiences yet. It feels like something we should have mentioned already. Well, over at Hollywood and Vine, you can check out Minnie's Holiday Dine. Hollywood and Vine. Minnie's Holiday Dine. Now, Hollywood and Vine, or Minnie's Holiday Dine, is a buffet-style character dining experience where you can meet Minnie and friends who are dressed in their holiday attire. Also, that's where you can see Santa Goofy, which is a lot of fun. A great time to take some pictures with your favorite characters dressed in their holiday attire. If you're looking for a fine dining experience, this is probably not going to be it, but the reason to go really is to see the characters. It is a typical buffet experience. You're not going to go raving about how amazing the food is. You're really going to go about, wow, I cannot believe Goofy Santa came by my table 4 times and I got to tell him what I wanted for Christmas. That is the reason to go. If you want to get an idea of what you're in for, myself, Emma, and Quincy, we all went to the Halloween-themed version of this dining situation. So check out that video. Now, this I saw the other day, and I was like, whoa, hey, this is pretty cool. It's the Santa Claus motorcade. Santa actually cruises up Hollywood Boulevard in his red convertible, and he's got elves and some reindeer with him. It's really, really cute. I was there the other day, and I saw him go by, and this little child next to me called out to him in Spanish, and Santa Claus actually talked back to him in Spanish, and I was like, whoa, Santa speaks all languages. I was blown away by it. I was like, good for you, Santa. Over at the Frozen sing-along show, Olaf gets his own very special finale. Because it's the holiday, and Olaf does have a really great short called Olaf's Frozen Adventure, where he tries to find a tradition for Anna and Elsa. And they try to find a new tradition for them to celebrate during the holidays as a family, because they were so separated as kids, they don't really have traditions. So Olaf was trying to find a tradition for them. As long as we're together, we're going to be our tradition. Being together is our tradition, and there's a really great finale that involves that. Super cute. Olaf, I need a warm hug. Fine, I can hear you. I can hear you screaming about snacks. We will talk about snacks, but I can't talk about snacks. I've got to go to someone far more attractive to talk about snacks. Go for it. Now, my favorite holiday treat that I've tried recently here at Hollywood Studios has to be from Woody's Lunchbox. It is the hot chocolate lunchbox tart. Now, the pastry section of the lunchbox tart is exactly the same. However, it is filled with chocolate fudge filling, hot chocolate marshmallow fondant, and mini marshmallows. Out of the 3 holiday treats that I've tried here, that was definitely my favorite. Definitely reminded me of the s'mores Pop-Tarts that you would get at an actual grocery store. Super good. Now, I was able to try all of those holiday treats. In fact, the AllEars team tried all of the new holiday treats here at Walt Disney World, so definitely check out those reviews when we try all the holiday snacks here at Disney World. Over at Animal Kingdom, the holidays are wild. When I say wild, I just mean they have the most specific holiday decor. You know what I mean? It's very unique. I recommend just kind of looking around Discovery Island. So after you cross the bridge from the Oasis, that right when you see the Tree of Life, that's Discovery Island. And check out the holiday decor because you can see some really fun paper lanterns and light up animals. Really interesting. One of my favorite parts about Animal Kingdom during the holidays, also in Discovery Island, is the Merry Menagerie. Now, these are these really cute puppets, right? Winter-esque puppets. We've got penguins, we've got seals, we've got this little fox character, we've got polar bears. It's really, really adorable and really cute, and they are out to take pictures and to say hi and to meet and greet. But they are located in front of the Tree of Life, and they're there several times during the day. There's not really any scheduled times as to when they're going to be out, like specific times, but if you hang out around that area, you definitely should see the Merry Menagerie. So Santa Claus, Popo, Shijo, they're all at the parks, right? You can find, obviously, Santa Claus, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, right? That you'll see Santa Claus in the parade. Hollywood Studios, you see Santa Claus on the in the motorcade. Epcot, you can find different versions of Santa Claus, you know, like Father Christmas, you know, those kind of things, like Around the World Showcase. Where am I gonna find Santa Claus at Animal Kingdom? Well, they're calling it the Santa Claus Flotilla. Maybe it's double L's, maybe it's a flotilla. And Santa Claus is literally just floating around, ho-ho-hoing about. He's mic'd up so you can hear him talk to you. You can wave to him. You can say, like, if you're close enough to him, you can, you know, shout things, and he'll probably say some things back. I saw him multiple times the other day when I was at Animal Kingdom. Multiple times. And I was only there for a couple hours. So, check it out. But the drummers that are also on those water cavalcades, they kind of, you know, play their cool Animal Kingdom music. They're playing, like, fun versions of Christmas music. It's really fun and definitely a more interesting way of getting into the holiday spirit. Now, if you stay at Animal Kingdom long enough for the sun to go down, go back to Discovery Island, where you can see the Tree of Life. Get to find the perfect spot, especially during the holidays. Find the perfect spot in front of the Tree of Life, and that's where you're going to find the Tree of Life Awakening. But this time, it's the holiday edition. They take one specific carving from that tree, right? Because we know the Tree of Life is made out of, I think, 300 plus original carvings of different animals. They take one or two carvings from the tree and bring it to life, but maybe it's a little more wintry, it's a little more snowy, a little more holiday-esque, which is super cool and something that you can only find in Animal Kingdom during the holidays. Okay, let's step away from the parks, because the parks aren't the only place to experience Disney in December, right? Because you're still looking for that holiday magic, but, the parks are crowded, right? Parks are too crowded. Where can I go instead? I'll tell you what, Disney Springs. For example, let's talk about the Christmas Tree Trail, which is one of my favorite silly things to do. So the Christmas Tree Trail is a bunch of different trees scattered throughout Disney Springs. But each tree has a different theme. And when I say theme, I mean a Disney theme. So it could be like Pinocchio themed, or it could be villain themed, or it can be Muppet themed, or Phantasmic themed. But some of these trees are a little more subtle than you would normally think. So one of my favorite things to do is to grab a drink to go at Disney Springs and to find all the different trees around Disney Springs and to kind of guess which one, like what theme it is. Obviously, some are more obvious, but it's like a fun guessing game. And also at the very end of the night, then you go, okay, if I were to bring one tree home with me, what would it be? And and obviously you can gotta get into a fun battle about, why would you bring a villain tree home? How often are you gonna use a villain tree? It's a fun time. I like it. Also scattered throughout Disney Springs is a bunch of live entertainment. You've got DJs, you've got singers, you've got toy soldiers, you've got stilt walkers, snowflakes. You've got a bunch of great live entertainment. You can also meet Santa, and I'll give you the list on everywhere to meet him when I do my tips in just a second. So hold your horses. A great bar that Quincy and I actually like to go to is Jock Lindsay's. Now, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar gets decorated for the holidays and offers a special menu. And actually, Quincy, Emma, and Miranda went and tried all of the holiday snacks at Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar, so go check out that video. But to me, the real reason it feels like the holidays at Disney Springs is the Snope. Yes, I'm talking about the snowy soap atmosphere. I don't know what it is. It just, listen, I love real snow, but there's something so theme parky about Snope that I'm like, oh, this is just adorable. Snope is basically, it's soap that has been flurried and mixed around enough for when it, flutters down, it looks like snow, hence Snope. And it's a fun Christmas time tradition for places that it actually doesn't snow. It makes you feel like, this is magical. This is, it's Christmas. It's the holidays. It's snowing. It's one of my favorite things about the holidays. Snope. Now, the places that I think get the most decor, that are the most decked out in holiday madness, are the resorts. All the resorts are just holiday extreme in a good way, like in the best way, but there are a few that go above and beyond. Now, most deluxe resorts do have the big trees that you're gonna see at the theme parks, but they have them right there in their lobbies or sometimes outside in their big porte cochere. But there are also some really holiday-specific resort things that are happening. For example, over at the Contemporary, there's a gingerbread house. Now, it's a Mary Blair-inspired gingerbread display. Just a quick lowdown on Mary Blair. Mary Blair is the person who was the creative mind behind how It's a Small World looks. And you can actually spot her giant mural in the Contemporary main concourse as well. You know, the five-legged goat. Beach Club, gingerbread carousel. It's a full-on carousel, and each year the horses and the theme changes. They'll usually base it on a character. This carousel actually does spin around, and you can get a few snacks here too, like the gingerbread shingles that you'll find at each of the displays, along with a few unique items. Yacht Club, Christmas Village. This Christmas Village, it's just a super cute holiday train display with lots of moving parts and intricate detail. And look, if you're already over at the Beach Club to check out the carousel, it's literally next door. Over at the Grand Floridian, there is a life-size gingerbread house that you can buy gingerbread cookies from. No, I'm not kidding. This life-size house is made out of gingerbread cookies, and they are serving gingerbread cookies inside that house. How meta can you get?
I am here at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, and I am here now to check out that beautiful gingerbread house. Let's go see it.
There it is, the beautiful gingerbread house. This is a life-sized house, and as you can see, there are cast members inside that house. Everything that you see is edible. Out of all of the gingerbreads, this is by far, without question, the number one must-do that you should see if you are here during the Christmas season. 1,050 pounds of honey, 140 pints of egg whites, 600 pounds of powdered sugar, 700 pounds of chocolate, 800 pounds of flour, 35 pounds of spices, tons of creativity, Disney magic, and pixie dust. The gingerbread house over here at the Grand Floridian opens from 9:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can see this house, you can see it at all times, but the timings there are for the treats over here. And as you can see, this cast member has a few treats, and he's graciously going to show me a few. Thank you so much, Brian. The Grand Floridian's gingerbread house is decorated in those blues, purples, and golds to give you that 50th anniversary touch. For me, this is a number one must-do. I love the Christmas season, and this is by far the absolute best gingerbread house that you will ever see in Walt Disney World. I don't know how they do it, and it just gets better and better every year. Definitely a must-do if you're here in the Christmas season.
And this one I just think is super quirky, and I love it because this year I got a golf cart because I'm trying to retire in the next couple of years. I just want to retire and make videos for AllEars. That's why I'm here. There's a holiday golf cart parade at Fort Wilderness. Literally, the people who are staying at Fort Wilderness decorate their golf carts to be as elaborate holiday-wise as they can. They've even gone as far as to, I've seen full-sized golf carts be completely transformed to look like Mater from Cars, but with a Santa hat. The reason it's still around is because people want to get together and they want to create these awesome, silly, elaborate golf cart displays so that way they can ride it around and do a full parade. They can be in their own Disney parade at Fort Wilderness. It's holidays. It's super cute, and I'm here for it. And now it's finally time for my tips because what? Wait, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you see, apologize. I'm getting a special report live from Blizzard Beach. We've got Quincy and Miranda. What's going on?
Thanks, Sage. We're here reporting live from Blizzard Beach on reopening day, which was in November, but we're going to talk about December. Yes. There are tons of holiday offerings for December, including Vacation Santa, who I am obsessed with.
I love him. The Converse,
He's wearing Converse. There's also snow falling from the sky.
Snow
All day in various places.
Yes.
Holiday tubes are floating in the lazy river, which is adorable. And there's a new Frozen theme over at Tykes Peak, which is the kids area, where you can see Olaf, the snow geese.
Yeah, snow babies.
Snow
Snowbies.
bees.
Snow babies. Little tykes.
Little snow
Little
bees.
snowmen. Snow babies. Snow.
Well, they look like they're having the best time, and I'm pretty sure the weather's going to hold out for them because hurricane season is over. Typically, hurricane season runs through November 30th. That does not mean rain will not impact your trip. It just means you probably won't get a giant hurricane coming your direction. It's in Florida. Rains all the time. Rain definitely might still impact your trip. Heads up. But my favorite thing happens is that it can get chilly. Especially in the mornings. It can get chilly in the mornings and at nighttime when the sun goes away. But this might be a fun time to wear something that you don't typically get to wear to the theme park. You know, Disney bound, wear a fun jacket, like whatever's floating your boat, this is the time to do it. Weather-wise, it is a great time to visit. However, crowds can be a lot. And for that, I send it on over to my girl, Emma. Emma, you're the crowds expert. Take it away.
Thanks, Sage. So, of course, I'm your resident crowds expert here for AllEars.net. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about crowds for the holidays. If you want to come to Disney World in December, you're just going to have crowds. Unfortunately, that's part of it. It is the holiday season. December 18th is technically the busiest travel day for the Orlando International Airport also, so that's probably something to know if you're going to come to Disney World closer to Christmas time. That might be a day that you really want to avoid. The busiest park days in all of Disney World are Christmas Eve, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. So if you want to be here on those specific holidays, you need to be prepared. Get your elbows ready. You're going to be fighting through crowds. Also, the parks might close on capacity for those really busy days. So if you don't plan ahead and grab that park reservation early, you might miss out on it. So that's something to plan on if you know that you want to be here on those specific days. Back to you, Sage.
No, thank you, Emma. And now it is officially time. That didn't crack at all. For my tips. It's the holidays. You want to meet Santa? I'll give you the places. Here we go. Now, besides Santa's cavalcades or parades or specific performances, you can actually meet him and get some pictures with him in a few different places. During Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, he's at the gazebo near the Castle Hub. Closer to Christmas, he will likely be meeting guests during regular park hours as well. Just check the My Disney Experience app for times. In Epcot, you'll find him at the Odyssey Pavilion from about 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. You'll also see the French Santa, Pierre Noel, in the France Pavilion and Father Christmas in the UK Pavilion. Now in Disney Springs, you can meet him at Once Upon a Toy, but you have to sign up for this meet and greet with a virtual queue. Marie and Enzo's is also having a breakfast with Santa, and you can check which dates it's offered at AllEars.net. What's super fun is at Blizzard Beach, Santa's there visiting, but he's in some fun tropical attire. And that's, I feel like that's the next picture I need is Palm Beach shirts, me and Santa. If you're looking to ring in the new year, several Walt Disney World hotel restaurants offer dinner packages and special Midnights event. So sign up for our newsletter to get the latest info on who's offering it this year. We get it, December crowds, it's gonna be tough. However, here's how you can deal with some December crowds. Parks are open longer this time of year, so take advantage of the earlier times and the late times because that is when the parks will be at less capacity. Because for sure, without a doubt, the middle of the day is when the parks are going to be the most filled to capacity. If you're visiting on those very busy days, Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, come early and be aware of Disney's phased closure policies when parks start nearing capacity. Phase 1, pretty simple. Everyone is admitted, low capacity. Capacity phase number 2, the people who won't be admitted are people with cast member comps, guests who have not purchased a ticket yet, or single day tickets. When it reaches capacity phase number 3, the only people admitted who are allowed in the park are park hopping guests, all returning guests, and resort guests only. Everyone else, no bueno. When it finally reaches capacity phase number 4, no one is admitted. During the busy seasons, it definitely can get up to phase 4, so just know before you go. So please make your pass reservations early so that way you won't be denied entry and you're able to get at the park of your choosing. Also, if you're coming during this time, park passes will book up, so please purchase in advance. If you are planning on park hopping, don't forget to keep that phased closure due to capacity information on hand. If you need that exact information, definitely check out AllEars.net because we've got it all and we can let you know exactly what to plan for. I think what this all stems down to is definitely it's better to be proactive here than reactive, right? Because even when it comes down to dining reservations are going to be one of the hardest things you come by. 9 times out of 10, there are always walk-up wait lists, but it's going to be so long. Sometimes they do have to close off that walk-up list because they have so many people on that list. By the time they get through everything, the park is going to be closed. Just be aware of your booking window. In your booking window, it should be 60 days out from your arrival for hotel guests. And when I say reservations, I'm not just talking about dining reservations. I'm talking about all reservations. I'm talking about you want a lightsaber from Salvi's, you better get your reservation real quick. You want to be a princess, you want to put on a gown, you want to get some glitter in your hair at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, get your reservation. You want to build a droid, you want your little R2-D2, get a reservation. I hope this was helpful for you. It was helpful for me, even just reminding me of all these different things regarding December. It makes me excited. It also makes me go, oh, I've got to plan all these. I've got to remember to book my reservations. I'm excited for everything to come. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you're here in December. But just things to know before you go. Also, a big thank you to all my reporters in the field. Miranda, Emma, Quincy, thank you. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now go watch us check out everything at the Festival of the Holidays at Epcot. So from everyone here at AllEars.net, you stay magical, Disney World.